Hey there everyone, welcome back to another Game Vault video, and 'tis the season to be jolly. Unless you're part of the Dragon Age Veilguard Facebook group, then you better not be caught using the laugh emoji, because boy, you're going to get banned. Let's cue up the music and we're going to talk about this one. So, yep, here we go. Dragon Age Veilguard Facebook group is banning the laugh reaction emoji. Guy, can you believe it, man? This time of year, everybody should just be being happy, having a good old time, getting ready for old St. Nick to come around, drinking their eggnog and having a good time. It's all about family and friends, and not for this group. Admins for the Dragon Age The Veilguard Facebook group have outlawed the laugh reaction and are actively banning members who use it. Now, the entire gaming world is laughing at Dragon Age The Veilguard, and this is not much of an exaggeration. It's a small exaggeration, but not much of one. From the game's cringe-inducing writing to its cartoonish visuals to the horrific sales numbers and cratering concurrent player count, the game has been the butt of many jokes. However, laughter in the Dragon Age The Veilguard Facebook group will get you booted and banned. Speaking of concurrent player count, let's take a... Ooh. That's bad. That's bad. So this is the past month, right? This is when it came out, right? November 1st, I think, was the first day, or was it the 31st? Anyway, boom. There's the peak, 89,418, November 3rd. It was a Sunday. I remember that day well. I was like, wow, it's going to hit over 100,000, probably. That was my estimate for the first weekend. That was my estimate. I said, it's going to top 100,000. This is a well-known IP. I think Inquisition, which was the last one that came out 10 years ago, sold approximately 12 million copies, if memory serves me correctly. I was like, this one's it's gonna be decent, at least because of a built-in fan base, and a lot of people don't know what's going on. You know, a lot of people aren't in the know about all this nonsense that's affecting the gaming community, but they're finding out. But immediately, I mean, it just womp, womp, womp. Yeah, it came back up the following Sunday to 61,000, 40,000. It lost about 20,000 or so per week. And here we are Friday, and yeah, Saturday. I mean, I imagine tomorrow we're going to be roughly in the same vein, 19, 20,000, somewhere around there. This is your modern audience numbers here for a AAA game, modern masterpiece that, instead of giving the community what they expected and wanted in a Dragon Age game, which was some dark fantasy set in a medieval world where you fight demons and dragons and all that kind of stuff using magic and, you know, broadswords and fun stuff like that. They gave you pronouns and trans characters and top surgery scars and awkward conversations with your mother at the dinner table about how you're non-binary, and just, oh my God. The characters look cartoonish. They look like Fortnite characters in a medieval game. The voice acting is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I mean, comically bad. And every single conversation I've seen, every single bit of dialogue I've seen is terrible. It's like it's written by teenage girls that are trying to pretend like they're like figure out what guys do when they play D&D or something like that. I don't know what it is, man, but it's bad. I would love to see what the team looks like who worked on this, man. If anybody out there can point me in the direction of a picture of the BioWare team. In fact, I'm going to have to look that up and see if I can find the BioWare team that worked on this. And we all know the clown that was in charge of it, the director, that Gender Mancer, whatever they called themselves. I think they moved on to CD Projekt Red, unfortunately. Hopefully they fired that person before they could do any damage there. But yeah, they were one of those they-thems with the purple hair and a nose ring and all that nonsense. It's exhausting, man. These people have got to leave the industry, and they can't leave soon enough. But let's look at what Ezra Wren says to the Dragon Age The Veilguard group. Please remember that using laugh reactions on posts or comments that are not intended to be funny will lead to removal from this group, as we aim to maintain a positive atmosphere. If your intention is to troll, promote negativity, or use reaction emojis as a weapon, we cannot guarantee that you will be allowed to stay. Feel free to laugh, react, this too, so I can weed some of you out now. A lot to unpack here. So, first off, comments that are not intended to be funny. We don't know if they're intended to be funny or not. Ezra, how can we be sure? What do we laugh at? So now nobody can laugh at anything because we're not sure if it's supposed to be funny or not. And using reaction emojis as a weapon, dude, that is like the gayest thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay, come on, man, you could do better than that. That's so bad. And he's so mad here. Feel free to laugh react this too instead of to this too. He misses a whole word here, so I can weed some of you out now. And yeah, you can see there's already reactions there, including a laugh one. And yeah, they put this in the rules. Laugh reacts will get you banned. We're not going to tolerate anyone laugh reacting to a personal post of someone when it's not meant to be funny, and you're only laugh reacting because you're making fun of them or being a bigot. They got to throw that word around. And so yeah, here's their little thing there. The post then quickly amassed thousands of laugh reactions, unsurprisingly. Oh my God, he must have hurt his finger hitting that ban button. If it's even, and I am assuming the gender there, I'm sorry. It's even listed in the group's official rules, and the rule the mods go as far as to call people laugh reacting bigots. Here's the rules. Be kind and courteous, no hate speech or bullying, no promotions or spam, no spoilers without clear warning, and laugh reacts are banned. Anyway, the higher-ups at EA certainly weren't laughing in the wake of this game's release. The Trouble title shipped 1 million copies to retail locations, but quickly garnered a massive return ratio. So somebody at one point said it sold 1 million copies, but I think that number was confused with shipped. Shipped does not mean sold. Shipped means shipped, obviously. They could be sitting on shelves in different stores. But then you also have digital copies out there, so maybe it did sell 1 million copies between what was sold physically and what was sold on Steam and then on the PlayStation Store, and I think it was on Xbox too. I'm sorry, guys. So whoever bought it digitally, maybe it was 1 million copies sold overall. But yeah. But there was a lot of returns. They said the Steam's, it just started getting returned right away. I think a lot of people buy, they'll buy these games and rip through the first couple hours or whatever, depending on the return policy of where they buy it. They'll do whatever they can, and then they'll send it back and get their money back on it. The game's trade-in value plummeted down to just $22 after 12 days. As of this writing, there's less than 16,000 concurrent players on Steam. The game failed to reach 90,000 players following its release with an all-time high player count of 89,418. Yeah, we're sitting at 18,807 right now with 19,000. It's dropping, and it's going to steadily drop. I think by the new year, we're going to be seeing 10 to 15,000 tops, maybe even lower. This game's petering out. They've already abandoned all hope with the game. There's not going to be any DLC for it. They're not going to waste any time. DLC would have given it a chance to maybe bolster its numbers a little bit, but I think the game is 100% broken. I don't think there's any chance for redemption for it. It's kind of like Concord. Like Concord was pulled after a few days because it was a live service game, right? They pulled it after 12 days or so, and they refunded everybody their money because they knew they couldn't maintain it, right? There's no point maintaining it. Why keep servers running? It's only going to cost them money for the few amount of people that were playing. What was it, 1,000? A couple thousand people, maybe? On Steam? Oh, it was so bad. The character designs are reminiscent of this, right? You look at Veilguard, and this is, Veilguard, Fortnite. Everybody's making these weird, goofy, very colorful looking characters that are stupid looking. Even Avowed, that one purple guy, he looks like he popped straight out of Concord, like he got fired from Concord and then he got a job at Avowed. He's going to be in another big fail game next year, which is using pronouns. And that's another thing. This game had pronouns in it, and people talk about that. Well, what's wrong with pronouns? Heels versus Babyface made a video on it when Starfield came out, bitching about it, and a lot of people piled onto him about bitching about it, making fun of him for it. And, he's right, though. It doesn't belong in games. There's no reason to put it in there. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Make it an accessibility feature if you want to add that crap into there. Make it an extra step that people who want it, they can have it. They can access it. At the very least, do that. And what you'll do then is you'll still be able to appease the modern audience that you want to appease so bad. You can just throw it in there and say, hey, here you go. Here you can have pronouns. I'll put pronouns on your character. Feel free. But the rest of us don't have to look at that crap because it's annoying. Is it the end of the world? No, it's not the end of the world. But it is aggravating, and it does take you out of the game a little bit. To sit there at a character creator in a medieval fantasy game going him, her, she, or whatever, they, them, all that other nonsense, and then to choose a body type A, B when it's male or female, and then to choose a female body type but be able to add a wiener to it. It's stupid. Just give us male and female. Just give us basic biology reality, bro. That's all we need. All these other things are unnecessary, and they just... People will say, well, don't you don't want to make us comfortable? No, I really don't want to make you guys comfortable. We've done that, and this is what it got us. It got us Veilguard. And it's going to get us more games like this. Games that are absolute garbage. Games that have destroyed IPs that people loved. I wasn't a Dragon Age fan, so I don't have a personal stake in this, but I know a lot of people were. A lot of people love this IP, and it's destroyed it for them. I feel bad. That would be like somebody destroying Star Wars for me. Oh, wait, that happened. It's like, I get it. I feel their pain. It's absolutely stupid, but yeah. Yeah, so anyway, this is what's up. I'll leave a link here so you guys can check this out yourself if you want to, but let me know your thoughts on it down below. What do you think about them banning the laugh emoji? Is it one of the stupidest things you ever heard? I mean, it's pretty damn stupid, I gotta say. I've seen a lot of stupid stuff this year. 2024 has been a banner year. This one, yeah, it's pretty much at the top of the list as far as stupid goes. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to ring that bell for notifications. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault. I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.